Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the person who has a terrible intro and has no clue what they're doing. So, in this video, I'm gonna make a tier list of all the exotics and mythic items in Fortnite's history. So I'm just gonna get started because I have no clue what else to say. So, we're gonna get started with this snowball launcher exotic. This was out last year's Christmas. I don't know how I feel about
Honestly,
it didn't do any damage. Well, it hardly did any damage, but it was very useful in the
irritating.
FNCS. People used to there's clips of people using it to knock people into zone. Cause you can shoot it
I would
at
say,
someone's roof. So I think I have to put it in good tier because
yeah.
people have been using it. People used it, and people grinded gold in FNCS to use it, just for that reason. And that one team that used it won the FNCS. So for that reason, I would put it in good. It would be in very good if it didn't cost as much gold as it did. Next, the Black Panther Mythic. This was out a year ago in the Marvel season. I mean, it wasn't that good. Everyone was so hyped up about Black Panther and all that kind of stuff. Everyone was hyped up about Black Panther, and it didn't turn out to be that good. Like, all it
It was
did,
Black Panther?
yeah, all it did
It's
was,
Wolverine? I thought it was
that's
Wolverine.
Black Panther. All it did was shoot a plasmic orb, which did damage and stuff, but I think it's put in okay just because it didn't do enough damage and it didn't help out with the actual gameplay that much. Ooh, the boom
Okay.
sniper. This was out 2 seasons ago, and it wasn't that good, but it did have the clean effect that did 60 damage. But it doesn't work if you if you had a lot of health. It didn't do as much damage. It did only 10 damage, 20 damage headshot, but it did have the cleaning effect, which is 60 damage. So
I would say it's decent.
unless you can hit your shots with it,
Yeah.
you wouldn't. No one really bought it. So because no one bought it, I'm gonna have to put it in okay, but it's better than the Black Panther.
A lot better than the Black Panther.
Mythic Buddhist Minigun. Oh, this is back when season
That thing was
chapter 2 just
overpowered.
started, and it shredded. It's shredded,
Yeah.
but there are other items in this tier list that are better than it.
Better
So
than
that's the reason why I'm putting it in very good, because other items are better than it. Okay. Dual pistols.
trash.
Deadpool's dual
Terrible.
pistols. This was the worst mythic that got added to the
Terrible.
game. This was the very worst mythic that got added to the game. No one used them. No one ever went to the yacht unless it was for challenges or an arena or something, and they did like no damage. And no one liked them. So I don't
Terrible.
have to put in trash. There's nothing else that can be said there. Doctor Doom's Gauntlet. You're gonna know this with more I start streaming, but I'm a huge Marvel fan, and having Doctor Doom in Fortnite was really cool. But the one reason I'm not gonna put it in good and I'll put it in decent is because it took over Pleasant Park. Pleasant Park is one of the most nostalgic POIs, and Doom's Domain took it over. And so for that reason,
Yeah.
I'm putting it in decent. Now the Shadow Bomb. This was more useful. This was way more useful than the Gauntlets because people use it in Arena to light builds on fire and to break them. In Arena Trios, this was very useful, so I'm gonna have to put it in good. But it wasn't as useful in Arena as the Snowball Launcher. The Fire Breath Sniper.
That thing
This could
was
be sold from Blaze for 600 gold, and she was able to spawn 2 locations. it was a 50-50 on whether you would get her at the location that you dropped at. Because if you dropped to one of the locations that she went at, there's like no loot there. So if you went there and wanted to get this and she didn't spawn there, you were out of luck and you basically lost that game. It was better than a bolt action. It's better than a bolt action sniper. But it cost
I'll put it decent.
600 gold. Yeah, it cost 600 gold and it was on fire. It was hard to get, but once you got it, it was very worth it. So I'm gonna put it good, but not as good as the snowball. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put it better than the snowball launcher. No one got it in arena because there was always that 50-50 chance, and there was no gold near it. But it was good. If you got it in a normal game, it was really good. You can get kills with it easily. Next, Hawkeye's bow. This was back in season. I don't know what season it was. Either season 8, 9, or 10. But it was really fun to. Okay, so the second Marvel collab. We got 3 Marvel collabs. The second Marvel collab is when this came out.
4?
And it was pretty good. It didn't do a lot of damage though. It was so fun because we got Hawkeye stuff in the game. This is when we got all the other Marvel things in the game. So because it was the first time we ever saw anything that's Hawkeye, that's the first time we saw a Marvel gun or like Marvel bow in the game or anything. So I'm gonna have to put in decent, but not as good as the gauntlets. Now these are the original Iron Man gauntlets. They came out in the same season as the bow. And they didn't do as much damage as the ones that we have now. So I must have to say, it was better than the snowball launcher, and then good. So
We have Paxton.
Infinity Gauntlet.
The Hawkeye thing and the Iron Man thing, they came out in season 8.
Yeah, yeah. The Gauntlet. This for pure nostalgic reasons, and because it was so overpowered. This came out in season 4, and it was the best thing ever. You could run around as Thanos. And speaking about running around as Thanos, the Thanos Cup is going on today, which is the 21st of June. This might come out tomorrow. This might come out on the 22nd, so it might be a little too late for you. But Thanos is going to be in the shop soon, and you'll actually be able to run around as Thanos. I think this is the first overpowered item. It was so good and so great. The Iron Man Gauntlets. These came out Chapter 2, Season 4. They were better than these gauntlets, and they were better in the Dragon Breath. And so I think I have to put it in very good, better than Buddhist's Minigun. The Unibeam. It speaks for itself. It's shredded through builds, and that's basically the better version of the railgun that's out now. I want to put that in overpowered, right behind the Infinity Gauntlet. It did 150 damage. They eventually nerfed it to 90, but it was so overpowered and insane. Jules drum gun. It wasn't as powerful as Midas's drum gun. I think it's not allowed to say because there's 3 drum guns on this tier list. It was not as good as Midas's, so for that reason, I'm going to have to put it at the top of decent. The Grappler, on the other hand. What do you think about the Grappler?
I would say good. It was very good for rotating.
Yeah, it's very good rotating. It didn't do any damage, but it was an easy escape route if you were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But
another thing that was worse about it was that it would deploy a glider.
Yeah. Which was helpful in some scenarios, but bad in others.
Mm-hmm.
And that season, if you don't remember, Chapter 2, Season 3, was the season where hackers came back. Hackers would always beam you out of the sky when you had the glider out. but I'm not gonna judge it off for that. I think it has to go in very good, right?
Yeah.
But what
Definitely.
Do you think Buddhist's minigun is better or worse than it?
Better.
Okay. Kits charge shotgun. The charge shotgun, not gonna lie, I was not a fan of it. In this, and you guys might not like this. It did a lot of damage. I gotta say that it did a lot of damage. A lot of people put it in OP and very good, but because I didn't like it that much, because I didn't like the charge shotgun, and I still don't like it, I'm not gonna put it in good. It's gonna disappoint a lot of people, but I have to do it. The shockwave grenade launcher. Kid's shockwave grenade launcher. Okay, this is another rotation item. I'm gonna put this in very good, but the only reason I'm gonna put it worse. The only reason I'm gonna put it worse than the Grappler is for one specific reason. Leo, do you know why? Leo, do you know why?
It took ammo.
Yeah, it took ammo.
It took ammo, maybe?
Yeah, it's good. You have to get rocket ammo, which is the hardest ammo to get in the game. It has 6 bullets in it, and when you kill Kit, you only get 3 rocket ammo, so you only had 9 uses with it. But the only reason I'm putting it in very good and not at the top of good is because in the arena, in FNCS of that season, every single 3 different trios went through every game to get these 2 items. It was the lightsabers. Oh, that was so fun. The lightsabers, I remember.
Those things are.
I was there for
They're amazing weapons.
I was there for the event before this new Star Wars movie came out, which I don't even remember which one it is now because that was so long ago. But the teaser was crazy. And for that, I think I'm gonna have to put it. I don't think it's better than the. I don't think it's better than the Grappler. Because, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, you're right.
Because the Grappler was it basically was a weaker version.
The Grappler was.
It was the weaker version of the Infinity Blade, basically. The Infinity Blade isn't on this list. I don't know why. I found this list on the internet, and the Infinity Blade just wasn't on it. So, if the Infinity Blade was on it, I want you guys to all know, I would put it at the top of. I'll put it in OP, but not in front of Infinity Gauntlet, because Infinity Gauntlet is the OG.
Do you remember when it first came out?
Yeah, it was in. Remember FNCS?
How insane it was.
The qualifiers. It was out when the qualifiers for FNCS was in it, and no one really knew that. So it was when it first came out. So this one guy always went there and got it, and he dominated the FNCS of that season.
Yeah.
I would not put it in front of the Infinity Gauntlet, because Infinity Gauntlet is pure nostalgic. It's like OG of OG. So I'll put it.
Well, the Infinity Blade came out before it.
No. What season was the Infinity?
It didn't?
No.
I thought
the
Infinity Blade came out season 7.
Yeah, Infinity Gauntlet came out in season 4.
It did?
Remember?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mandolin Jetpack. It was basically just a normal jetpack, but it had less.
Just the worst.
Well, it was infinite fuel, but
It was? Oh yeah.
I just didn't like it that much. So I'm gonna have to put it in okay, in the middle of those two. What? This was. Okay, these were kit bashes. That's what I meant. There's no code in that. This was kits AK. This was Kids AK. It beamed people, although it wasn't that good, because it didn't do a ton of damage. It didn't do nearly as much damage as Sky's assault rifle, and it was out in the same season as Sky's assault rifle. So that's why I'm gonna have to put it in okay, right in front of Black Panther. The Midas's drum gun. This shredded. This was better than Bruce's minigun by far. It was overpowered, and it was the first drum gun. Okay, it was the first drum gun that we've seen since season 2 came out. So for that, I have to put it in very good. I have to move. Just because of that, I'm gonna have to move Buddhist's drum gun back one, because of how much better the drum gun was than the minigun.
What about I thought the minigun was better than the grappler.
The drum gun was way better because it was faster than turbo build, because you can shoot people while they were holding the wall.
Oh yeah.
Buddhist's minigun.
Brutus's minigun
do
couldn't.
that. So because of that, yeah. The Mythic goldfish, that is still out to this day. And
It is?
Yeah. It's
creative.
You've never like seen it because it's 1 in a million odds to get it. I've only seen it once in my life. I killed a guy who had it. Actually, I've seen it many times in floors of LTMs. But I've only seen it once in a normal game. A guy killed me with it in arena. That was the most insane thing I've ever seen in a game.
That stinks.
So because of that,
It's really good.
it was better than the Unibeam because Unibeam wasn't one shot. This is one shot. Although it wasn't infinite. You had to run and get it. So if you miss someone, they could easily pick it up and hit you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it right there. And if you had him, and then if it was like a boomerang and it came back, I might have had to put it in on top of OP.
In creative, then. In creative, that's a different story. But
yeah, if we're touching base in creative,
yeah,
with infinite ammo, that'll be crazy. Okay, the Nighthawk. This is actually still out. Those corrupted vending machines that people are talking about, you can get exotics from them. You can still get the Nighthawk from it. Nick A30, I watched his video and he got the Nighthawk from one of those vending machines. Because it was like a thermal, I'm gonna have to put it in decent. It wasn't okay. It was better than Joel's drum gun. Joel's drum gun was just a big disappointment in my eyes.
that was bad.
It was nowhere compared. It was nowhere compared to Joel's Grappler. So I'm about to put it at the top of decent. So I'm about to put it in good. No, it wasn't better than Doom. It wasn't better than Doom's. Because it took AR ammo. So if you wanted to hold it, you would have to have a lot of AR ammo because it took AR ammo and both of them took it. So it'll be really hard to have both and not waste a ton of ammo. Oceans. What is this called again?
Oceans something.
It was Oceans.
It's like Oceans.
People call it odd. It was Oceans Burst. That's not my fault.
It's like yeah. Come on, Jeff.
Okay. So in comp, which I did with Leo, who the person I'm recording with, and his brother Jack, I played comp with them, and we always landed here. We always landed there to get it because it was overpowered, including the
Fortilla.
The Chug Jug. Fortilla was one of the biggest POIs on the map. So I'm going to have to put it in very good in front of the minigun.
I feel like it's in front of the minigun?
Yeah, the minigun wasn't that good. People always thought it was good, but it wasn't as good. Minigun's back in
you're right.
Minigun's back in like season
3, season like 4 or 5.
No, 6. Minigun's back in like season 6. Not like chapter 1 were way better than that. The Chug Jug. It's the only heal Mythic, if I remember. It was the only heal in Mythic.
It took a lot of time though.
Yeah, it took the same amount of time as a normal Chug Jug. Because they couldn't make it slower. And it was infinite.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I'm
I
going to put it in good.
It was
I'm going to put
pretty
it
good.
on top of good. Yeah, I'm going to have to put it on top of good. Shadow Midas' drum gun. Not gonna lie.
I've never used it before.
Yeah, I have. You weren't playing. 2020.
Yeah.
2020's Halloween update was one of the worst Halloween updates I've seen. Cause like there was only like all the normal games had ghosts and stuff. At some points I wanted to not. At some points I wanted to just play normal squads and stuff, which did come out. But I would also want to play normal solos and duos, but it was only squads. And so basically, if you sky based and you were the only human alive, you won. Easy peasy. That's why I did not. I think it's worse. I mean, it was better than Joel's jump gun, but because of how I did not like that Halloween event, I'm gonna have to put it back. And how hard it was to kill him, because the other people there, like the henchmen there, had rocket launchers. So how hard it is to kill him, I'm gonna have to bring it back. The Shadow Tracker, it's still in the game today. Yeah, it's still in the game today. I love Sun's pistol, so I want to put it in good, but at the end of good. Yeah, at the end of good. What, Leo? I didn't usually use the Hulk Smash.
I've never used Hulk Smash before.
Yeah, yes you have. Remember?
I have?
Yeah, I remember you used it once. We used to always give it to you and Jack. Cause I sucked with it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like a thing where you could like jump down. Like you could just like.
Oh yeah.
It was like you can skybase with it and it wouldn't take fall damage basically.
It was I would say
it was good. So I would say
yeah,
it was good.
It was good.
Be decent, just because of how hard it was to get in those chests.
Yeah.
I'm about to put it.
I had a jewels or right there. Yeah.
Silver Surfer. Do you remember this, right? People used to.
Yeah, it
was so OP. People used to skybase with it, use it, and then cancel it, and thunder pump with it, basically. It was insane.
It was pretty good. It was insane.
I'll show you. Yeah. I'll show a video of it. It'll be up right now. Here I could not find any 2X Twins clips of this, so I decided to use a random clip of a person I saw. As you see, the 2X Twins used it, and it was so overpowered. It was OP. I gotta say, it's gotta be OP, right? Sky's assault rifle.
That was very good.
Yeah. It was good. It was.
It was better than.
Personally, I liked the AUG better. I am a beam with the AUG.
Me too.
So I have to put it in good, but not as good as a Chug Jug. The Storm Scout. The Storm Scout sniper rifle. It's an exotic, and it was. You can still get it in the vending machines, like I said, with the Nighthawk. It shows you where the next storm is at constantly. And I used to buy it. In on the end of normal games, and that's Chapter 2 Season 5. Around the end of those games, around the end of that season, I used to always buy it because it was on a sale for like 300. So I used to always buy it just to know where the next storms are at. Damage wise, I would have to put it in decent, but because of how good you can, because of the storm ability, I'm gonna have to put it right behind the Dragon Breath.
Yeah. What is that? That's Storms, right?
Yeah, do you remember that? I remember it.
I think I remember.
I remember playing those Marvel LTM game modes and getting that. And you guys remember that? There was that glitch where you could fly with it.
Oh, yeah.
There was that one dumb glitch where you could fly with it. Not glitch. I think I could put it in okay. It was good if someone was fighting you for height. You can easily knock them off. But I never saw any clips of anyone using it. So I don't think it was Cypher PK didn't even make a video on it. And he made a video on this. So I have to put at the end of okay. It's near trash but not trash. Okay. The dub. People this is just okay. I'm just gonna put this because we're running out of time. I'm gonna put this ahead. It did damage, unlike the Shockwave grenade launcher. and you could rotate with it. Then I have to put it ahead of the lightsaber. Thor's, it was arranged. I'm going to put it ahead of the charge. The charge is gonna have to go back because like I don't like charge at all. You might think something different. Everyone has their own opinion. If you wanna,
I agree.
if you wanna argue with me, make your own video on it. I don't care, but that's my opinion. You can make your own opinion. Okay, boom. What's her name? The boom bow.
Tintiness?
Tintiness. Yeah. Tintiness boom bow. It was infinite. Don't forget, it was infinite.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as good as a normal boom bow though.
It was worse than the normal boom bow.
But I think it was better than the minigun because it had infinite ammo.
Yeah, because it was.
If it didn't have infinite ammo, and it took shotgun bullets, which it did. It had infinite ammo at the beginning, and they switched it to shotgun bullets. But because at the beginning it had infinite ammo, I had to put it right there. If it didn't have infinite ammo and it took your shotgun ammo, I'm gonna have to put it further back. Venoms.
Whose is that?
This was how you saw Cypher became made a whole video on it. I'm gonna put this clip.
Wait, whose is that?
Like Venoms.
Venoms? Oh yeah, that thing.
I'm gonna put a clip up right now.
What's up, buddy? You want to play this game? We can play this game.
He used it, got someone with it, and jumped in a rift. And I pulled him all the way up to max height limit, and dropped him down for 500 damage. It was overpowered, but they did make it worse. I'm about to put it ahead of the AUG. Last two.
I personally have never used that.
Okay, Wolverine was one of the hardest bosses to kill. If you didn't kill him enough time and he got knocked and you weren't able to get to him, I think if you shot him with a gun and he ran out of ammo right as you killed him and you had to reload or switch guns, he would come up so fast and you'd have to fight him all again. I don't know how much times I've died to him. The Mythics do make you faster, and they were really good, but it was just because of how hard it was to kill them, I'm going to put it at the front of decent. Last one, the battering, the explosive battering. Not much to say here. I honestly hated it. It was so inaccurate. So I'm going to put it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I froze. I froze it. What I'm saying, I'm going to put it at the end
of trash.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have to put it at the end of trash because of basically the Deadpool things are the most trash. I have to put it at the end of trash because it was how inaccurate it was. You might hate me for that.
The one thing that made the Deadpool's guns a little bit better was that you would heal if you shot someone.
No, you wouldn't. Oh yeah, you would. You would heal like 10 health.
You would? Yeah.
Yeah, you would heal 10 health if you killed someone. But it was only if you killed
someone. Yeah,
they were terrible.
So
this is my tier list. Sorry if it doesn't fit for you. Like I said, the Infinity Blade would be right here in the middle of the gold. Actually, no, the Infinity Blade would be better than the Goldfish right here. So, this is the tier list I would make. I honestly think it's pretty good. I don't know about you, but hope you're enjoying this video. I'm gonna have more videos coming out soon. One video I'm gonna tell you a little sneak peek about is we're gonna do Fortnite. We're gonna have many different challenges on certain guns that we're using. That video will come out in a day. That video will come out tomorrow. So get ready for that and enjoy. See ya.